Very new take of part of the Marvel universe.
Okay. I've never.
I'm not saying you have to be a fan.
No, I'm just trying to think if I've. Is that the character from one of the Marvel movies that's like a computer?
Yeah, Vision.
Okay.
It's Vision and the Scarlet Witch. I can't remember what her actual name is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's pretty well
I watch
executed.
them. They're entertaining at the time. I don't
Like
really
mocking all the old
see anything.
genres and doing all the different eras of
Weebies.
TV. Yeah. This looks like a fast beat, so Cello will be tested here, and he has not had any issues. Neither has Nemnogo. Flashes achieved nothing. They've even got the incendiary down and the suppressing fire. That's a full cancel call for Fnatic. Dribble smoke deployed by Golden. I think he still wants to go. This is horrible. You just have to swallow your pride. Nade looks good for Nemnogo. Will he dunk? Oh, if only just a little shy. That could have been a death sentence. Burning now, potentially.
Oh, this is
He's gone. It bounces. Look at that. The turn and twist of fate. Golden, in his 3v5, has managed to make it 4 with a molly. Great flash. Did Yell fire a shot? Nobody did jump. That's a sound cue. Golden has info. One CT's the call. One expected towards the A site. JW's responsibility to peek. Flashes the smoke fades. Doesn't give any advantage to JW on the fading smoke. Great cognizant play from SHZ.
That scope would have been heard from Spawn here, so Yell's rotating back. This is Golden's chance.
Oh, the punish. Now it's SHZ who doesn't finish his meal.
Back to B.
And Bolt is pushing fast. It's going to be a question of Cello.
This is the kill.
If he tucks in, oh, Nikito saw him and hits it. This changes everything. They have the site now, and it gets really awkward for MIBR. They have lost the man advantage and then some. Will JW be ready for the flank, though? All the way from long doors, now through doors, and he gets it with a quick scope. And that's a Fnatic round. Golden with 3. Gets a lot of credit, though. Just maneuvering around that map. They lost 2 players in the opening B take there.
Yeah, and Golden hung around all that time just to get that molly kill on the back of Plat, which really enabled all these rotations, right? You can see how perfect that was. This is the round. This is how it started. Cello, Nemnogo, yeah, simple, come B. We got you, no worries. And then, one at a time, they were whittled on down. JW, of course, playing close mid doors with an AWP like that. I just love the way that Golden capitalized off of Yell's rotation.
Yeah, that
right?
scope, yeah.
Yeah, so the fact that JW scopes, they throw a couple of nades, it draws Yell, Golden punishes the gap. Mid-round specialist right here, Fnatic, and well, that's an important one to win as we're tied up 12-12.
Yeah, that was an impressive round. That was proper Counter-Strike, just thinking, solving the puzzle as a unit with your teammates, piecing it together, punishing mistakes, no matter how small. And oh my god,
Pistols, Alex!
MIBR don't have everything they need.
Isn't that crazy? So they've been completely wiped on out here, and because of that, the lost bonus situation doesn't warrant them a full CT-sided buy. So it's going to be some deagles, some scouts. Always threatening, but Cello's immediately tagged on down to 13 through the door. That'll be some unconfirmed damage. And Brolin, oh, we
Yikes.
didn't even get to see a bullet from the Krieg.
Well, it's gone, and they could probably retrieve that if they want to work on that mission. SH7 and Bolts are maneuvering towards the doors. The smoke's still up. Likely a safe retrieval, and he is going to do it.
This is nice on the CT side.
Krieg with a Kevlar vest. I see room for duck-ups.
Like mid-long with that, it wouldn't be too bad as they come out cap, but oh, Jackie Boy wants something to do over here with B.
Oh, and he hits the first scout shot. Chiquino has to pull out. Brawler misses his chance.
That was the bomb spotted on the radar as well, but it's not too much movement from MIBR, which is the right call.
Oh, another tag. I've got a sinking feeling for the Fnatic investment here. We said, oh, it's only a partial buy. Thought it would be a guarantee. Far from it, it seems. And far from it extended. Nemnogo with the deagle. A trade. Back and forth, but Yell converts on doors. 2 on 3, they return to B.
It's on Golden.
Don't forget, JW tagged Cello right at the start. It looks so easy for him. Another tag. He scouts, put a fork in it. There's nothing for JW to do. Contributed absolutely everything at the start. A tag onto Cello, and it just got worse from there. Maneuvering out of his own smoke, likely held by that scout. Oh, you missed the jump. It's clean as you like. Yell gets 3, but oh so much more with the tags as well. 20 frags to his name, the Brazilian. Bringing it out when it matters. And Fnatic, you're going to be feeling a bit red-faced after that one.
Especially at this juncture of the game, right? You've worked so hard. They've had so many rifle rounds, so many rounds they've reinvested because of their saves, and you've been able to take them away time and time again. But now, when just the deagles and the scout come out, you give away an opening kill, you get flustered, you get tagged by the scout, you trip over your own feet. And MIBR, well, they need to be happy with that. Maybe use that as a bit of inspiration for what they should try on their gun rounds. Be a little bit more, well, actually, to be fair, that was a Fnatic fumble, right? They've walked into that. They haven't been able to capitalize once they've known the scouts are in play. The Deagles become
They stacked long doors, perfectly killed Brolin on the fast peak, and just converted and built off of that. Great stuff from MIBR.
So we're taking a bit of a technical timeout right now. So we'll be getting this one back underway momentarily. Ah, never mind. We're back underway already.
Alrighty then. Both across, all safe and sound, no early damage inflicted. Shakino fancies his chances, not going to be dissuaded. I think that molly might be enough to cancel. You can see that smoke designed to enable, or rather disable the deep incendiary into the long doors.
If they go for this cat play again, one of the things I noticed before was they didn't do the bridge smoke, which is that first smoke you limp out to get away from the AWPer. It was more site-orientated to avant-garde smoke onto the boost boxes as well. So if they go for this A play again, Yell might be able to find some more impact with the AWP. You can see that they want to play to fight as they come out bridge. He's not playing mid-long car area where they'll be doing a retake A. They want to try and stop them before they get site control. Fortunately, I think Fnatic have put the brakes on for a moment. There's that smoke I was talking about. When we saw them run this execute before, that wasn't in play.
Robin's about to catch these hands. He does get down to CT on the
perfect.
This couldn't be better. Oh boy, it gets spicy now. It comes down to the individuals on B. What have you got? What have you got for us, Cello? Lots of pressure through the smoke. Does catch Shakino, and another from SHZ. Zero in the feed. SHZ's got 2. Oh, this is disastrous for Fnatic. No longer a power position for Brolin. JW left to his own devices. If only he hit it. Did have the bomb on his back. Could have created a little more pressure, but that's easy peasy. 14 for MIBR.
That is all SHZ and Cello right there. There's no other way to split that. The fact that Brolin gets CT spawn, the A defenders know that they're completely isolated and they can't rotate. That gets couriered on through. The information is known to your teammates, Cello and SHZ. It's a 5-on-2, boys. You got to lock this down. And they've done fantastic there. That is a huge round. That is a massive round right there to win.
And that was a straight-up individual test of 2 of the names in the MIBR jerseys. They pass. And they're looking to convert their map pick in this best of 3.
Move on to Overpass next.
This is an elimination game, Chad. I mean, to see MIBR delivering in this capacity does certainly bode well for the series.
I do believe winner of this one as well goes on to play big towards the tail end of the day, so no easy games.
It's a much desired seat at the main event. Yell very unlucky between the wickets there. SHZ under some pressure, but a bit of a fumble from Golden. He does go down, and there's more flashes. This is beautiful. 3 kills, and that's the round. MIBR just send Fnatic back to spawn with another piece of synergy. Simple as that. A flash on the repeat. Golden caught first. JW added to SHZ list. He's on for the ace. Can't ask for much more from your long defender.
MIBR are playing spawn-based as well. SHZ's previous round was at B. This time, he's over towards long, locking down pit. They're using their spawns to their advantage right here on the Dust 2 CT side. And it's paying off with some multi-kills. So all in all, Crim's left not much money to operate with the Deagle in hand. 15th is coming knocking as SHZ. He's got the flank, he's got the information.
Give it to me. Distract him. Hey, that'll be the ace. SHZ. Lovely delivery of a 15th. MIBR comfortable. They've got a lovely cushion, and they got 3 map points.
Oh dear, it was only the 2,400 loss bonus going into Fnatic's back pocket after losing that round, which means Mac 10s, Tech 9s, Deagles, bit skimp on utility as well. So this is not the place you want to be in. When your economy gets broken late, it sucks a bit more if you're on the CT side, but this is a tough place to operate from. Traditionally, this is where Fnatic Magic would come through, but SHZ just absolutely mowing him down. Here's some great flash work from Yell there to all 3 completely blind. Takes out the big green threat of JW, and away you go as we get some over-the-shoulder looks there of the highlights. You can just see the early domination here on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, from Fnatic out the gates. 6 on the trot. MIBR finally scrape 1 through. 2 more for punishment, and then now it's just a one-way traffic for MIBR as they look to close this out 16-12. Aggressive. Jump up onto Xbox here. This is a interesting play.
I've been caught out by this one a few times. If you go for that fast short play, you just run through the Xbox, run past the Xbox smoke and
Pops out.
yeah, exactly. He's almost like one-waying it a little bit as well. Golden and Brolin. Denoko's chasing his 30. Don't think he's going to have enough rounds to do it. Fnatic, just 2 remaining. Armored sidearms, some utility. MIBR's Dust 2. 2 frags away from being converted here in the elimination stage, lower bracket of this play-in. Fnatic will have to do it on Overpass. Was that pick, was it?
Yeah, indeed. Had Inferno taken away from them, and well, Crims, he's gone. SHZ able to finish him off, and what a showing there from MIBR, bouncing back in the later stages of the second half to pick up their map choice. Well, the Deaths, they'll break it down after the break. Hang around.
Katowice play on, play-ins and play-ons even. We're going to play on. That's exactly what we're going to do. MIBR playing on Fnatic in this matchup. In fact, a very heavy-handed first half leads us to a conclusion that is 16-12, going the way of Made in Brazil. Welcome back over to the desk. I have Yanko, I have Get Right, and we have a few questions here about the Fnatic side.
Well, I think the biggest issue when you're watching the game itself was like Fnatic didn't really have like any control on the B side. The Brazilians were really abusing it in the beginning of the game, and then like they are starting to do the usual thing, like getting picks there and there, they split it up, and still like attacking B. Like the goal itself for the Brazilians were the B side. And when you're looking over to the Fnatic ones, when they switch over to the other side, they were like more abusing a bit towards long and doing like splits and like getting also picks like both of the teams were doing, but more focused on like the A-bomb side. But then, like one big, huge problem happened for Fnatic when they actually, for once, getting closer to the game, like 12-12, well, actually losing that eco buy that made them Brazil had a questionable buy, like buying too much into that, but still it turned around for the Brazilians and actually got away with the game.
Yeah, that was the turning point, definitely. You know, it felt like Fnatic had all the momentum. They were winning a lot of gun rounds as well because MIBR just ended up saving time and time again. So they didn't get a lot of free rounds in that second half, but true, I think like the thing that surprises me the most still is the veto, you know, having the chance to check out what happened back in the green room, and you know, Fnatic vetoing Vertigo after picking it 2 times in the previous tournament. Like sure, they lost 2 times, so it just tells me that Fnatic right now with Jaquinho, they're still trying to figure out a lot of things. You know, map pool definitely, because if you go that quickly from picking a map, first picking it in a series to first banning it, you know, that tells you that there's still like a lot of question marks when it comes to Fnatic right now.
And still some question marks that I have. I want to see what you got drawn up for us. We've got the telestration with Yanko.
Yeah,
should be good.
This is actually like just a cool mid-round situation. We're talking about that a lot on the desk, and this is an example of, you know, a good team, an experienced team, like using, in a disadvantageous situation, using their utility and abusing rotations to win a round. So just to point out a few things, you can see here JW. Top mid is going to flash for gold, and they're in a 3v4. They started off on B, got shut down there, and the MIBR defense is pretty split up. You know, you can see Yell, Cello is on B, SHZ on Ram, and Bolt on long. So they're gonna flash out, flash golden in. Basically, that's gonna force Yellow into a bit more defensive position. And right now, they're just like setting out. They put golden there. Gonna fast forward a little bit here, so you guys can see now what happens is they're going to start using their utility basically just to kind of, this is what high-level teams do. You use utility just to put pressure for the other side to play, to abuse rotation. So at this point, they don't want to end the round short. They just want to create space for golden. And look what happens. Like Yell moves at that same moment, like golden pushes, he catches him off guard. Now they know there's only one player left on B. And you can see a bit of a fast rotation instantly from both Bolts and Cello. They start pushing the sides. And here at this point in the end, like once Jaquinho is going to get that kill on Cello, listen to the clip ends. He's going to get that kill on Cello. Like that point is just a duel. Like if Cello wins that fight, MIBR is still probably fine, but for Fnatic, it's from a 3v4 situation, you know, not having any map control, just using utility, you know, getting that kill on Yell, forces the sides of the map also to make a reaction, then they just punish them for that push and grind out around. And this was unfortunately just before they lost to that half by Chris mentioned. So this is even more, you know, winning rounds like this really makes you feel like you're in control, right? Because if you're convinced, this was a 3v5 initially. The Noko died to the molly, right? He like pulled out his smoke too late, but you know, I think Fnatic was feeling super confident they'll be able to come back and close it out. But yeah, that half by completely put a spanner in the works.
And you know, if we look a little bit further than that, Chris, I mean, we have to start to consider overpass here at some point. This is a pick of Fnatic. So what? You know, at that point, are they going to come in here looking a little bit more cohesive? Is this going to be a better look on overpass? You think?
I mean, I'm not like in both Dusty and Overpass. When I look on Fnatic, I see them as a much better team on Overpass in general. I know that Brawley is a great A anchor alone. He likes to push up in Fountain, in Playground. All those places are on the whole map on A. And I think that benefits Fnatic in general because they seem to be very stuck on B and actually helping each other out. So it's kind of hard for the enemy team to basically go into that bomb side basically as a defender. So I think there's going to be a way better Fnatic on this map, but then again, I don't know. I'm still very surprised about the whole Veto system and actually the map picks that both of the teams pick.
Yeah, and we're going to continue that discussion when we come back. We do have a little bit of a breather. And when we come back, it's going to be Overpass. Will Fnatic get knocked out here in the play-ins? That's the question of the hour. We'll be right back.
Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
My name is Jordan Gilbert, aka Nothing.
Hi, my name is Suli. My handle is Nix. I think it's important for these initiatives to happen. Empathy really goes a long way, and it always means so much to us, and I think that's where initiatives like this really help.
I encourage everyone in the community, anytime they see bullying, anytime they see someone getting called names, or I encourage you to step up and say something.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Players in the site now just yell with no HP to his name. Oh, but he's so damn quick! Yell at the very end of things to lock it in.
Fortunately, doesn't even get an upgrade off the block. So he's going to be hoping to pick up a weapon off one of his fallen teammates' bodies, and there is plenty of them around because cello has destroyed 3 players.
Looks to be a straight B rush. It's choked out by the DCC, does well, throws double straight out, make it a triple, looking for the quad, and the USP will secure it.
Smoked off on the bomb as Physics goes wide. Bolt gets one, spraying. Can he find an E3 for Brandon? Goes down. Bolt switches to the M4, 16 bullets. Boone alone is pushing to the sidearm around the smoke, and Bolt will do it. He'll get 3.
Bark going straight in there, looking to
Find his entry kills. Organic though, he's put out the shotty, and he's found himself 2, and that's not a bad start here.
Intel Extreme Masters Katowice is brought to you in part by Intel, Acer Predator, GG Bet, Pay Safeguard, and DHL.
Katowice 2021 play-ins still going strong. Today we're sending 4 teams onward into the main event. And before we do that, we need to get ourselves through what is Fnatic and MIBR. Fnatic, having dropped that first map, now sets us up nicely for Overpass, the pick of Fnatic. And really, if I'm looking at this, I'm also thinking about the OG Fnatic game and how OG kind of had their way there.
Yeah, but it seems like Fnatic, you know, probably during their practice period, are pretty set on some maps, so them willing to go back to Overpass despite that loss tells you about their confidence on the map. Also, MIBR is not OG, especially when it comes to Overpass, and I think that example we showed on Dust 2, that's going to be a big element on Overpass. Like, it's a much bigger element on Overpass, probably with all the abusing the little rotations. You know, you get an entry kill, you can like do a really fast fake, like you're just gonna speed up to that bomb site, and then you let the other side play. And JW, man, he's just such a nuisance on T side, like on A. Even if his team is putting a lot of pressure on B, like he's going to try to find those gaps, sneak in, like be aggressive. So the fact that he had a poor map 1, I don't think that's going to affect him at all.
And is that likely to carry over, Chris? Real quick.
100%, 100%. Like, more simple as that. I think that I just want to see Yakinho maybe bring up the double up setup.
Okay.
I think that's necessary for Fnatic to get away with this map.
Well, we will be on the lookout for it. Overpass, potentially the last map for Fnatic in this iteration of the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice. We're going to find out here, and we're going to find out now. We're going to be doing that with Chad and Alex.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. So good to hear from you. That's YNK, Get Right, and Stunner. Yes, 4 teams already locked in. Spirit, Gambit, NIP, and Liquid off to the main event as they secure the win versus OG. Here in the lowest, though, it is win or go home. Playing for survival, playing for a chance at that main event. And Bolts has got a lot to deal with here on Monster. He's got plenty of partners for the job. They're jumping rather sporadically around this site. It is a complete mess. It's going to be a cluster of death, back-to-back dinks. As I said, not gonna go down though. He catches a bullet, takes down the bomb carrier. Golden's gone, as is Chiquino. Cello arriving a little late from heaven. And SAZ's even work on the flank here. Crimson's not ready. He's exposed himself, and that is a ridiculous 3. 1 fine. The second he gets dinked, and he still gets another 2 on top. SAZ has definitely brought his A game here.
That was very, very messy, right? Because Fnatic's utility was really good. The Molotov landed short. That's going to stop those players. They were stuck. Do we push? Do we drop back towards the side? The flash was good onto Bolt. The smoke, middle of sight, going to stop the rotation. But they just couldn't get past this man right here. Just an absolute nuisance. And Golden, knowing that he was low, went for the risk. Didn't pay off, and that's a big round. MIBR.
Putting his hands together. That's what I like to see, keeping the motivation high. You've already picked up this first map. You start with the first round. Only going to feel good vibes right now. And it is going to be the full eco. They swallow the bitter pill. They'll take all those blocks and just do their very best to take, well, an aggressive M4 would be perfect out of the equation. He's got so much help, though. You see how quickly they just ran to his aid?
Get out of there. Don't lose the big gun. Bolt, he wants something too, so we might get isolated over towards long here, but it is just the clocks, right? It should be quite an easy mop up here for the man.
He takes so many of those clock dinks. He still gets away with 2 kills. He might even fancy a 3rd. He's just going to flash himself towards long, tucks in, Golden duking him out with only the Glock. It's no fun for Fnatic for sure. They're just landing some significant damage, none of the conversions they hoped for.
I wouldn't mind just digging into just quickly some of the things Desk was touching on. CT side, sure, I would like to see what their setup looks like with Jaquinho, if he's going to bring out that secondary AWP at all, or if it's still just going to be much of this rifling play, which we've seen him do so far within the team. And also, on top of that, Crims had a really quite a poor showing for his standards, right? He's normally such a high-impact player. We saw him win that 1v1 against Danoko over there on Dust 2, but all in all, I think he was just kept quiet about 10 frags in map number 1. That's not normally a Crims performance. See if he can bounce back. And I suppose as these rounds continue, we can dive more into what it means to not have Flusher on your team anymore. But Fnatic with the AK straight away, taking a lot of control and a handle play to connect it. Jaquino's under pressure.
Yeah, but he's holding the line. It looked good for him, promising, but Cello takes it from him. First blood, Jaquino forced to watch as the rest of round 3 transpires. Good control of the spray. Needs a second, and he's found it. That is a big one from Crims. Even spots Cello on the hunt, and he turns the flash. That will be a necessary conversion to keep things level. Bolts with the jump for info. He's confirmed there is action long. He may not have spotted the bomb. A little further behind on Golden. Regardless, the rotate comes in, and that's some great damage. Look how constantly mobile he is. Such a sticky situation for Fnatic now. Oh, and Bolt is such a nuisance.
Not landing.
Every bullet he fires seems to hit. What a play. He's smiling ear to ear.
That was, it was like the hive of bees there, right? He just kept popping up from
Everything stings. Just get away from me.
And that was Fnatic's first gun round attempt. They knew so much information there, right? There was two players clearly pushing Crimps, because watch this, after the multi-frag he gets, Danoko actually is pushing. They're going more aggressive to take him as quickly as possible. They know that there's a gap towards A. Bolts is defending with an MP9 from this range. Right, the AKs,
comfortably.
Fnatic players were whiffing their aim there, right? There wasn't the clean one-taps that you're expecting. He's able to get away with that. There's plenty of opportunities to punish, and now Fnatic will just be down to these pistols. MIBR looking very strong here, and since they've been in the realms of Europe, and since Danoko has joined the team, well, they haven't actually done too well on Overpass. Not a map that they tend to play a lot.
Desert Eagles, P250s. Everyone's chosen their favorite.
It feels a bit like that these days, doesn't it?
Cello's got a lot to do, and that is a very clean conversion of the first. They did land some significant damage, converting it quickly, so an M4 falls into enemy hands. Quickly taking JW down, JW just holding the party peak. Bomb plant off the table.
This is going to be a difficult one again, as they've said, it's going to Crimps down to just a shooting. Calorie and, well, Bolt has a better weapon for the job this time around. Nade is great, and the follow-up is even better. Only one player going down, they'll be able to drop a gun over to Cello so we can get some nades behind that, and things are going very well for MIBR here. So just to recap, they have played Overpass twice. Both was at CS Summit 7, a 16-14 loss to Heroic, and a 16-13 loss to Cloud9. The game changer stat that HLTV has is to do with their round win percentage after getting the first kill. If they get the opening kill, Alex, they're on for 74%. Now, there's a small sample size, only dealing with 2 games, but 2 close games. But if Fnatic are able to find the opening kills, 14.3% round win percentage after receiving the first death.
Okay.
So, Fnatic entries, yeah, that might be the key here.
Half the battle is just that first opening frag. Bolts has definitely got a lot of mojo flowing in his direction.
Yeah, he's playing some spicy CS at the moment, looking very confident in all these decisions that he's making. Trying to harass this sewer position right now, spamming the wall, spamming the boards, just trying to see if anybody's home, and that's great information. Nade can come over now. Chip damage onto Golden, down to 81.
He's a real nuisance. I mean, he's using those highly penetrative deagle rounds through the very thick concrete, just trying to keep him on notice.
You know teams love that boost there, right? So if there's anything you can do to dissuade that early, you punish them with nade, you show them that, hey, we have some tricks up our sleeve too.
That's true.
Force Fnatic to change tact here. Nade sets. Yell, he's got full. Flashes on Danoko and SHZ. Not too much to defend with 45 seconds.
Ron's got the unenviable task of going completely blind into toilets.
Yeah, and with little amount of time left, this becomes very dangerous. So re-aggression as Cello takes some damage, almost goes down. Drops back.
A big miss from Yell. A death sentence. Brolin finds his first. Cello was tagged. And that's going to make things a bit more difficult. Won't be able to weather the incendiary. And he's finished off by JW as well. That's going to be him falling into the side. The flashes line up. So does Chiquino. SHZ needs another. Can't find it. And the headshots are there. Fnatic with their first. And it was just a war of attrition. Keeping them constantly locked on that B side with the if button maybe. And a late clear of toilets with very little aggressive CT presence.
Yeah, so this position that Yell's playing, if he hits that shot, he's still dead, right? Roland's always going to come out of the bathrooms right there and finish that one off. So it was a massive risk to be taken from Yell, considering the amount of time on the clock, but he was playing for info. Maybe that was going to help Cello cheat on over with it.
The reason he's forward of that planter, like an instance of him wanting to take a cursory glance toilets?
Yeah, well...
Or is he just looking for an off angle?
I think he's looking for the off angle. It's just a bit risky with the amount of time remaining, right? That's one of those blunders. It's a 50-50.
Blunders, speaking of, Golden's just lost a great deal of his health. Surfs it off.
Hop toes.
Very new VIP foot therapy. A single stray bullet through the floorboards and door into Chiquino's fingernail. Trains his orb towards the cross to support Brolin's toilet adventure.
Cheeky little one-way there.
Yeah, but look at the info. They've worked it out. Cello very heavily tagged. He tucks in.
He's trapped.
Quick converted. I think they know Yell's there as well. I think Brolin caught a glimpse of his butt cheeks. Flash is coming out from both sides. Yell evades him. Still has vision. Will peek in. And oh, that lineup! Jakino and Golden. I'm getting fallen flashbacks. Yell holds them at bay on overpass. Crims could maybe make a round out of this, but he paid such a heavy price onto S8Z. It means Denoco likely to convert. JW elsewhere. On loose, 20 seconds. You're bang on, Chad. Yell's frag has almost won the round single-handedly. He didn't even see him.
Didn't see him on the fence.
He didn't even see him. And that was the chance perhaps. This will have to be a save. JW's just scarpering away with what little he can. It's going to be the AWP to be preserved. Yell takes the 5th round home for MIBR.
I was about to start building the mid-rounds that Yanko was talking about the desk. Something that we highlighted as well during the cast was how well the Fnatic players can play off of each other. And this is where the conversation can probably begin about what Fnatic have lost since Flush has gone, right? Obviously somebody extremely experienced. Look at this. Lining up perfectly right there. But Flusher was always the secondary in-game leader, right? I think that's the reason he left Fnatic, because he wanted to in-game lead, and well, they want to keep Golden on that role. But having somebody who's flexible like a Flusher who can make those decisions, it's always good to have a 2IC, right? It's always good to have someone just in case. So I'm not quite sure who's going to take over those duties. JW's very, very aggressive. Crims always strikes me as the type of guy who's a bit more of a rock player. Brolin's still relatively new. Golden's already doing the in-game leading. It's going to be interesting to see if and how they can fill that void. And if they continue mid-round success like we know Fnatic used to.
There was no one that could mid-round like Flusher.
That's true. Some of the maneuvers he's pulled off, absolute masterclass.
His read for the game was unique, and it still worked against others.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see how this one plays out, because Yell is very, very aggressive again. He has a bailout in Cello, but that means Cello can't miss either.
Oh, the timing favour Jakino. Adjustment just a bit shallow from Yorp. So Yell's gone.
They still want to go B because Yell's an A defender. They're still posturing right now towards backyard, setting up their nades. Only have 2 smokes, a bunch of flashes, and a molly to work with.
Gamble to stack.
Straight into 3, so this is going to be rough.
Brolin crawling up short. Crims behind him. A boost and a flashbang through the smoke. Oh, he could even see Heaven. No info just yet. He does spot one Heaven.
He's going to get spotted here.
This one close to the sandbags. I have no idea how this one plays out. Up monster. Denoco addresses it. And a second no. Jakino does convert. Golden's frag is everything. Bolt still has a chance. Shooting from up high. JW knocks him off his perch. And now 1v2 with Jakino low. Cello's got a real shot here. Kit present, already out the door. Doesn't have to make sound. He does now.
Splash. I know he's coming.
Takes the shot. Oh, to give him some credit there. And on the repeat, JW gets low. Cello. 5 bullets, needs a fresh mag. JW playing for contingency at this point. It will just be Jakino's duel. And he gets it as well. The young gun delivers crucially. Here on the second map, they're already at the 1 map deficit. This is for elimination. Will Fnatic not get a chance to even battle for an inscription on the trophy? But their name already lies upon. 5-2. First Jakino's frag, and this is the rest of the frags you see from him with 15 points of health.
Tiniest margins just there. Nice shot to finish it off. It's a pressure position he's standing in. Sure, it's a bit more of an off angle, harder to clear. Still, you have to stay very focused in moments like that.
Good to see Fnatic recycling.
Oh, force fight from MIBR. They've gone all in.
Crims to go down to this. He does pre-aim it often, and this time he finds someone. Doesn't get to convert the kill. Nades is set on that. Doesn't quite either, but now Crims pushed in and belly button shots. 2 Deagle filled. Oh! No way! SXZ has got a 3rd. Brolin now rolling his eyes. This is a disaster for Fnatic, just against the Deagles. This is what broke them on Dust 2. They lost a silly round. Not even quite as equipped as this one.
Okay. What could
Time for the
yays, the Jays.
The yays. Okay, so Jakino knows that eventually there will be a walk for info. He's got 60 seconds. He doesn't have to necessarily do anything but wait.
Let's get a fight. Here we go.
Does convert it. Nice quick adjustment from him.
Lots of time for this. They don't know that Connect is clear, so this is a bit of a problem. If JW swings open the door, you might have to be a little bit careful on the way that they clear, and they're actually going to continue towards B, going in for another entry after this smoke.
That flash is perfect. Yell will gobble it up. Good. Forces him into short, but Denogo's there. Good stuff. JW nearly catches Yell, wants to finish it. If he does, he's got a 1v1. Cello miles away. He can plant open. Where's the after plant? JW looking to steal a third for Fnatic. 24 bullets in the fresh AK. He's opted for Monster. Steals away the AWP he came into the round with. 3 frags to his name, a 4th required. Cello clearing all the close corners. It's a wide open plant. Covers himself a weapon. Can he defuse by the pillar? That's if he works it out though. And it's more than worked out. A tag.
There's no time now.
It's awkward.
Oh, why?
Go down. He gives him a fight. I don't understand.
Is there time?
I think he has a 10-second defuse. I think it's pretty comfortable.
Oh my God! JW had no need to repeat.
Yeah, I didn't hear
Not a
sound cue.
single reason.
I don't think Cello believes it. All
That's
right,
a gift.
we take those.
That's a gift from the gods right there.
I mean, holding it, he tags him. Like SHZ did all the hard work. We have to remind how this third frag came in. JW does everything so well. But that last re-peek after the tag, Cello just had to hold his ground and he just knifes out right down to the wire. Admittedly, I said comfortable. A pinch of salt on comfortable, but bloody hell, MIBR steal away another round under the noses of Fnatic, and that is going to start opening up the salt mines.
6-2 now.
Look at Denogo, he's got a new lease of life, and he does lose that duel. At least he's punished.
These plays that they're going for, right? I appreciate it, I respect it. We've seen a couple of aggressive moves now. They're trying to really fluster Fnatic within these early stages. And Fnatic are the ones who normally like to play in the chaos, but it feels like MIBR, they're happy to take fights, they're happy to get stuck in. They're doing it quite successfully already here, so the Swedes,
Bloody hell.
it's going to be a rough game. I know it's the T side, and I know that MIBR, in their few matches recorded on European Soul, get the majority of the rounds with the CT side, but it's looking good so far with another low-buy win.
Yeah, Young just got a little flash, enough to confirm that he's holding the right line. They force him off with the flash, and Aquino first in again. Oh, didn't quite. Oh, full due diligence on his clear. And it enables Cello to find a frag from toilets. He'll be hunted now by Brolin. JW smokes off the bank presence. Yell forced forward. Duel is everything. That's the duel. One more required for safety. Yell still on the site. JW tagged up and through the smoke. Yell's wild. USP must find more, and he wants the quick scope. Cost him his life. There's another close. He was trying to bait for Bolt's spray. 2-on-2, and SHZ is found. That's a precise shot from Brolin. Pulls one out, a compulsory frag.
Bolt has been on one though so far.
He has. He's had a mad game so far. And they double peek. Oh my lord! They are very close.
Whew! Okay. Almost back-to-back calamities for Fnatic there. They're able to secure, and that's going to break MIBR again. Who,
necessary.
Yeah, look, if they go for the force buy again, I'm not even going to fault it at this point. Just where their economy's at right now, the loss bonus not being able to build because of the back-and-forth nature of these few only single-digit players surviving in back-to-back rounds. Both teams are pretty light on economy in the bin, as we like to say. Brolin the saviour here, just able to finish off in a pressure moment down to
I will say, Chad, they've got 2 Mac 10s. If the Deagles are spicy and the helmets are strong, could be a case of a couple of early frags from Fnatic taking those extra risks.
It's true. Just bullets in the belly with that Deagle, always very potent.
This is our first test. Nemnogo is a more than capable player, but he doesn't get to fire a single successful bullet. As they said, his Deagle looked great. It still does as he takes off Golden's head. Still, Fnatic are into the site. Weapons are equipped, and this one shouldn't have any more chapters in it. It is Yell's solo Desert Eagle, Fnatic's 4th. After a very intense previous round, Yell just caught on the reload. So 6-4, we do have Fnatic stringing together. I believe that's 2.
Yeah. Okay, well now the game kind of changes a little bit. The fact that they've been able to wrangle this control back for Fnatic, it means they might be able to stretch their legs with a freebie going into round number 11. Because MIBR have to pick their battles, right? They need to get the guns up, they need to get the AWP out, they need to be able to find that same impact as they had previously, so it means that it will be a save call right now. Lost bonus coming forward into the next will help them get that buy we were just prophesizing. And it's just this single flash, really to work with here, not too much else to know. The USPs against the AKs, the Mac 10 is glue in the mix, the AWP. Shouldn't be having too much of an easy time of it as Jacquinho through connector. We've seen him here a couple times. This molly's going to be great. They're going to force them back or force them forward. Starts to burn. And, well, there you go. Another entry through connector. So doing well, the young lad.
Yeah, good. Brimstone. Is he ready for the more? Third, the surprise. Let's say Zed will catch him, but that's the only positive thing to report from MIBR's non-investment. As you said, dynamic changes now. The reinvestment. I mean, let's not forget that ridiculous conversion. JW slightly whiffed clutch.
Yeah.
That didn't seem to cost Fnatic another round.
They could have started the spiral of T rounds they're going to have now a little bit earlier, but regardless, 3 on the trot, they're looking good for the tail end of this half, right? That loss bonus is still going to be playing a factor right now for MIBR. Yell's even had to opt into an M4. He's not on the AWP. Didn't see that one getting dropped over. I don't think there was enough funds to do that too successfully.
Those first 4 rounds are really the only thing keeping MIBR's numbers afloat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they did keep Cloud9 and Heroic close when they played at CS Summit, right? They were double-digit games, I think, in the realms of the 16-13, 16-14. So there are no slouches on this. There's a clear hemorrhage once they get to the T sides, like I'm sure that they would have worked on today, knowing that they were going to ban Inferno. Likely that Fnatic were going to pivot here to Overpass. This is where we see if they have much bite left, because this buy that they're operating with right here, it's still not fantastic. There's no defuse kit, there's only a couple of Molotovs, couple of smokes. Bolts doesn't even operate with any utility, so if MIBR win this one, I'll be very impressed.
Oh, the flash is great as they come out the doors and just the tip of the head was visible. What a punish. That flash was so quick on the boost. Jesus, he just got his head above. Loses his vision and his life. shto said is no more. Round 12. An early advantage for Fnatic.
Highest fragger as well so far for MIBR, taken out very early.
Will they find anything? Certainly not initially. If he was to jump on his teammate's head, he'd make noise and more info. So he won't be able to spot Brolin out, but Brolin will hear that.
So very quietly now back towards A. Through Playground, we have 4 members, a couple tucking in towards top of party now. Rotations coming in from MIBR as well. And they've actually pushed for info. So this play from Bolt, who has made some very good decisions so far this game, is going to allow this A defense to be 3 strong.
Cello's been doing great work in the past. The re-smoke, no information, and Cello can use that to his advantage. They want to boost.
It was cancelled.
He's pushing! He's pushing! Timing! They have the nades in their hands! They're desperately spraying! You can't actually get away. Cello finally found 3v3 chaos created, and now with 20 seconds, it's getting awkward here. Golden Eyes on the floor. Now body on the floor. Jakino's gone too, and that is a pristine defense.
There was no options there. The fact that Bolt gets a kill coming up the back line, Cello's pushing the smoke, being a bit of a nuisance as well. Fnatic are forced forward. And that's the 7th round there for MIBR. This is how it kicked off. So quick through the door. Brolin on the entry. Chris ready and ready to go.
Doing the flash. He hasn't even thought about pressing crouch. You know, he's just like, oh wow, they flashed me. That's impressive. Never mind. And the fan's growing. I see guitars. I see costumes.
I see cup of noodles.
I see 3-dimensional fans. MIBR absolutely loving it. And I don't blame them.
3rd dimension, isn't it?
I just live in a 2D plane, Chad.
All right, 7-5. Fnatic, they do get the buy once more. JW still on the AWP, and we'll give you some highlights. He wanted this boost, but check this timing.
As he pulls out his name, as he pulls, like, I just want to punch my desk for it. As you decide, you know what, maybe I'll flash through the smoke. Cello just with the absolute cheeky bean maneuver.
Oh dear, okay. Well, one more to win the half here at MIBR.
Okay, so if I start seeing double digits, I'm going to start sounding the panic siren.
I really feel like, I know that Fnatic have had some scrappy moments. I think, and we can't tell what MIBR have worked on their T side, right? If they get pistol, they're obviously sitting pretty, but 10 rounds? I think 10 we see MIBR 2-0.
Okay. Set the precedent.
And this is a slower pace this time around. No crazy entries going on. A 4-man lead from MIBR over towards B again. It's just going to put a lot of pressure on Cello over towards these bathrooms. Just left with a HE and an M4A4 in hand. So if they play this nice and slow here, Fnatic, they might even be able to walk and saunter their way up all the way into the bomb. So the timing on this, if you continue...
Cello's been so great in toilets though. Oh dear. Oh, completely vulnerable. Cello just a little overexposed on his corner.
Yeah, crazy gamble from MIBR to especially stay over towards that B bomb site for the better part of 45 seconds.
He faked the rotates down, or he changed his mind?
Well, I think they're hoping they come into the gamble set, because otherwise MIBR should probably save this. Give Fnatic the 6th, you've lost a lot of territory, Cello's gone down, there's no rotation, you're not sure how much bathroom control's actually given up. None of that info is granted so far, and Crims is selling them a mean one over here towards B. Molly will keep them in place, the bomb should be going down in the next 10 seconds. Crims has the connector and flank covered off here.
This is lovely. It's a question of whether Brolin will be able to tuck himself into bank before the rotate, if it was to come through, or will they just press that save as you discussed. Bomb's going down, and MIBR will likely just keep hold of everything they've got. Not only the AK-47, they've recovered a Galil, their finances are not pretty.
Yeah, and the problem is, next round, they only get the 1900 loss bonus, right? So, old boy Tanaka, he really needs to stay alive. You've got his 2150, you add the 1900 on there, you guys at home can do the mathematics.
Cello gets
drop a gun, yeah. Otherwise, if they lose a couple of rifles here, it's not going to be that way. We won't have a full gun round for MIBR going forward. And this is the same thing as what they did on their CT side of Dust 2, a map that they ended up winning. So, may as well copy a couple of the traits that got you this far. Tall task for Fnatic here. They do have the 6, though, as far as par for the course and what we'd expect out of teams if we were, you know, measuring them on level pegging, we would say this is pretty good so far. If they're able to get one, there we go, Crims goes down 1 or 2 more rounds, then they're going to be very, very happy with how this half has gone, especially not getting the pistol. So here we go, MIBR again, another chance, that gun's been dropped, utility's good, everything's sitting pretty right now. I wonder if we'll see a 4-man B-lane again, because Yell, the coach, Nax in the background there, maybe they were gambling on the fact Fnatic might go for a pace change, try and swarm that B-bomb site. Well, they made the wrong call. And this time around, they're actually going the standard 2-3 splits.
Early duel on Monster, yeah. Crims caught, and I love the aggression from Yell.
Heard a bunch of this.
He catches the bomb.
He's definitely hurt too.
Oh, they've got the knives out, backs turned. Yell with a serious power
Silence
play.
too. They don't know where it is.
They'll work it out, but damage inflicted even more so. He finishes off JW as well. That's a round-winning push from Yell. Spurring them into playground was SHZ, just killing that, what was supposed to be a B lurk. You can't lurk if you're dead. Now just Jakino and Golden hanging out. Very uncomfortable state of affairs for these two. Typical setup. Cello's been doing, as I said, a bang-up job. Previously caught out by Brolin, but standing his ground on this relatively aggressive start to be able to be the canary in the coal mine, call for help should there be a requirement for it. I think he's pretty damn comfortable with a line like that. Jakino would have to hit a very quick scope. And that's the reason you hold a little bit of an offline like that. Walks in, considers it clear. A free frag converted for Cello. Make it 2. MIBR 8, Fnatic 6, last few rounds of overpasses first half.
Yeah, just taking a quick look here at the scores on the doors. We've got SHZ still leading the charge, 13. Bolts, 11 for him. Cello's on 10. 10 for Yell as well. Here's how he got to his double digits. And you could just see JW there, like, flicking around. Was that behind tree? Like, where did that exactly come from, right? And look, the Silence Den 4, I don't love it. I understand why AWPers want it. They're going to buy the more expensive guns, so they need that little bit of.
I do see no reason why we can't have both now, though.
Well, I think.
What's the devil's advocate stance? Why we can't have M4A1 and A4. There's Cello going down. We'll wrap that one up in a second because it seems like there's more action to come.
Yeah,
retreating back into the site. He's got work to do, but Golden's made a clear call here.
Look at this space being taken at Sandbag, so if they swing in this to rotate back towards A, Yell didn't mind the kill.
No, but Brolin as well, added to Yell's list. He gets away with murder. Oh! He frags with the deagle. Crims opens up the site. Goddamn can opener. Just like that, things get very difficult, yeah. Yell, despite his heroics on one side of the map, to retake this. Smoke and the kit on Bolt, I mean, you could hope that they give you a lot of room to get on it if you can smoke and create a little bit of chaos.
Molly Pit, smoke short, flash now. Bolt needs to find one. Yell's low, he needs to oversee this.
One tucked in on Graffiti though, that should be a perfect angle for Bolts if he just jiggles it. Takino can contest. Takes down the AWPer on the way in, Yell. And Takino will take them both. Couldn't be closer, 8-7. Overpass, Fnatic's pick continues after the break.
I think we didn't have enough time because we were playing like a different scenario. We were playing South America the whole year, and when you play there, you like get habits that is not common in Europe, and you have to like reconsider everything that you've done in South America and then learn new things in Europe. So I think we need a couple more time to be like a really strong team.
They believe they need more time. It seems that there's no time like the present because MIBR 1-0 up. This is winner stays on, loser goes home. Main event on the line for IEM Katowice. It's an 8-7 half, the 7th converted by some lovely deagle work by Crims into that site and keeping the gap as close as possible. You were talking part of the course, Chad, I think we're there.
Yeah, for sure. I think Fnatic have done a good job, even though there were a few blunders. They probably feel like they could have had a couple more, but we can wipe that all away as we move on in here and we get to check out their CT side straight towards the B-bomb site. A little bit of utility behind it as well, and MIBR, they want to keep this one fast with this lovely aerial view where straight on in, molly towards barrel, smoke towards heaven, and it's a retake. You don't get easier than that on a B-rush. Okay, well, this depends on how they want to play this post plan, and I love the fact that they're immediately boosting heaven. This gives them so much flexibility in this post plan.
It does, and they've even smoked it, so it's going to be a completely unknown entity on their retake. Flash, frag, bolts traded. Oh, 4 players trying to find their way in. That's some lovely shooting. Another. All the bodies starting to drop for MIBR. It gets awkward now. Don't forget, Golden's got the kit. He's dropped it now. Good frags from Nemnogo. Cello, last man alive. He's got a lot to do. Precision shooting required. They can get on it. Recovered the kit as well. Crims is on it though. That's the 10-second defuse. He's trying to find it, trying to knock him off. He's still thinking he could do it, but no! Protected by J-Dubs. And Fnatic will take an 8.
Oh, JW walks around with 14 HP. That one, if he gets the kill, he has the freebie on.
Yeah.
Crims has to keep sitting that close to the defuse right there. Oh, okay. MIBR. They get in for free and they lose the
second one. So, like, great work coming out, making sure he gets that trade, but he's got a quick adjustment. Don't quite get to see it. All good. I'm over it.
Here's JW saving the
finish. All right, God bless.
Okay, so, well, at least that sets them up, but something to note is that plan. So with that plan coming through, how do MIBR want to continue? Of course, here we go. The Force by Galils, 4 of them. Deagle for FZ have found a lot of success with that in the first half. Very light utility, but okay. Crims and Brolin are both very lucky just to be alive right now.
Yeah, I think if that was any other weapon, they're dead.
But that was through the bathroom smoke onto Brolin, onto Crims, sorry. Wait, who's the player over towards A I was looking at? Never mind, I've confused myself.
Both of them were trying to walk around Monster. They just lost their toes.
I'm losing my mind here.
And their Gucci slides knocked straight off their feet.
They've actually gone back towards B with the majority of the forces here. So the bomb's outside Monster. You've got Yell.
No way, another one. God, Fnatic, you are shaken right now. 3 players working with sub 30 health.
I don't think, the thing is as well, like, MIBR don't know this completely, how much damage they've done. And look at the passive setup. There's still just under a minute left and they're on the bomb sides.
Oh, okay, Jakino's in a lot of jeopardy. The smoke is good. It's a bit askew, actually. There's probably a gap for them to work through now on both sides of the pillar. Here comes MIBR, and that's the duel he needed. Needed it cleanly, runs out of chances. Bomb will be going down. Looks like MIBR have an advantage here.
I feel like the save call was probably the only option, but they don't even get a chance for that. Crimson stuck graffiti, JW's trying to get away.
Oh, this is a murder. Get out while you still can. He's only saving what little he can. A scout, a kit, some Kevlar. MIBR, that just looked way too easy.
Yeah, all that damage so early within the round, the Galils, we know that the price point is a lot lower now, but we don't traditionally see teams going for that type of Galil buy without a lot of utility. They've upgraded to an M4, they take out all 5 members of Fnatic, there's an AUG in the mix as well. 4 players surviving. Okay. MIBR are really set up to win this game from this point onward, right?
You just lost the second round after winning the pistol, and it was down to some fantastic and very low util Galils. Bolts tagging up 2 players on the monster early. A dink on the A side, keeping JW on notice, and then they just walk into the side half. And because of this passive stance, because Fnatic took so much early damage, the rest was practically a formality. They respond with a force bind kind.
Okay, now we need to really see what Fnatic have, because they might be offering up 2 free rounds in a row here. They need to keep this one competitive. It cannot be just a round where they go out with a whimper.
Eek!
Tried the one way there over the top of the smoke. He's going to give it another crack.
Well, as they said, was about to unload his mag when he heard them drop.
Hey, 2 footsteps here, so Crimson's not taking any flack for this until now.
Oof.
Cop that one.
Now he's got the potential of long, which look at them, they're charging. Yell and Nemnogo are not taking any caution here.
This is kind of weird.
They're already fast up long, like Crims is still dealing with Fountain. Oh, great shot from Crims, and that's the bomb behind him. If he gets another banger, things get awkward for MIBR, but he's relieved now. Bolts does just release the pressure valve. Yell already reveals, hey boys, look where we are. We're in bank, and it's a disaster for Fnatic. Recovery from Brawler, he trades necessary. But mollied out of position, the bomb is very late to arrive. Jakino's had time to get over there as well, but a distinct weapon discrepancy, health as well, players as well. A boost ain't bad, I don't hate it. Now put the Galil up. Planting safe. SA. The one. Bit of a toe curler from Brollan.
Yeah, back turned, always difficult to hit those type of shots, and now he's going to think he'll hold on to that to the following round. Whew, there was a couple moments there where it could have all gone wrong. There was a lot of territory taken from MIBR with that 2-man pack, right? And the fact that they had smokes left over late meant they could deal with Fnatic here and just force them away. That's going to be the 10th, MIBR onto the double digits. So, this is all happening as a bit of a flash here. If Fnatic lose this, we'll reiterate the point, they are out. They will not be making it to the main group stage, which starts tomorrow. They'll be eliminated in the play-ins. We knew this field over here in the play-ins was pretty dense. There's a lot of good teams floating around at the moment. Still 8 more waiting. Okay, well, they can drop a deagle or a pistol across that Brollan had on his back pocket. This was a great shot here from Crims, just flick of the wrist. Here it is. Thank you, DJ. Bang. It's not DJ Prius, like I was meaning like a DJ, you know.
DJ.
Wiki.
Did you have the keyboards in school during music lessons that had the DJ setting? You could just press the buttons like, DJ! Ooh.
I don't remember music as
they
a
had,
kid.
no?
No.
You don't strike me as someone that was particularly...
No, they gave us all the recorders.
You didn't have like a music... I feel like I had music lessons.
I probably did, but...
Not like a particular instrument, like a straight up like a syllabus of
really
nonsense, yeah.
Oh.
For a while.
Okay. In primary school?
No, secondary, until we did the GCSE things.
Okay. I opted to do like bad subjects, like political and legal studies.
I just took a big handful of anything I thought I could be interested in, and it turns out
you're into video games.
I was into video games.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's see if they can make this interesting. A couple of upgraded pistols. Carry through, that Galil's gone, and well, so is Crims. It's falling apart quite quickly here. I'm liking what I'm seeing from MIBR. A lot of confidence in these players. They have taken a fair few amount of risks on their CT side, and they're hitting some good shots. So continuing to march forward here. Scoreline will be 11-8. JW just left with the USP and the Zeus. So maybe we can get a bit of a moment for
You have improved.
I've been practicing.
Yeah, you've been using the Zeus in your downtime?
No, and I don't even know if you can buy it. Wait, you should be able to buy it. I don't even know. Yeah, I
get it in Danger Zone? You can start with
you can get it in Danger Zone.
But I think Russia's got some pretty strong words for people that start with the Zeus in Danger
They're thirsters. They're very thirsty.
Little thirsty boys. That's
very thirsty if they come on in with a bloody Zeus, let me tell you. Okay, well, Fnatic, you can get some guns. You're going to be a bit light on here, not going to have full utility, not going to have the diffuse. Oh, hello. Is that that's some cosplay right there? Some Counter-Strike cosplay. That's like the Dust 2 hat, right?
Yeah, no, he just went to the Giant store and bought a camouflage shower cap.
All right, here we go. Not a single diffuse kit in play right here for Fnatic. 3 players over towards A early, double mollies towards Playground to slow this down, and Yeldon dropping slow, but it's all right.
Oh, Golden, I've got a feeling he can do some damage. Not now, he's lost his teammate, needs the trade, needs a second. The flashes are so suppressing. How does he get away? Not bad prediction onto Denoko's swing. He's only got 2 bullets, it would need to be a dink, and that's the end of him.
I think the 4th kill right there for Golden, so quite quiet performance for the in-game.
4 for 16, it does stand out, doesn't it?
Yeah, a bit like a sore thumb. And now Fnatic are down with a number disadvantage on the CT side, mind you. They're trying to take some info. Brolin has just cleared sewer, but as we can see with the X-ray, they're coming. They're on their way. All 4 members of MIBR.
Taking a huge gamble here. This could really punish him, especially upon the loss of Brolin. But the transfer's huge. Needs more. Knows it was one short, but he gets caught by Denoko's advance. JW's been handed a slightly winnable round here, but he could not be further from the action. Bomb's being planted now. Getting the code in. 7, 3, 5. Bomb gets it down, and we are going to be seeing JW arriving from the monster side. Will this be an element of surprise? Not anymore. Denoko's catches him on the jiggle. A smoke.
Remember?
No kit. You're right. Haste is of the name of the game. Bolts is going all the way to heaven for the safety. And for the contingency, should he lose his teammate here. Denoko just waiting for the sound cue. They're playing this to perfection. The smoke does cause a little anxiety.
Tap it.
You have to tap it. Denoko going down does make it a little more awkward if he can't find the angle. It's fine. Bolts locks it down. 12 MIBR. They, since that lost pistol, have converted their second and just ran away from Fnatic. The distance getting a little scary now for them. Magic number 16. There are 4 rounds separating MIBR from eliminating Fnatic from the Katowice play-ins.
Yeah, it's not something I thought was going to be happening today.
Remember the round Flusher had in Katowice?
Oh, I do?
My goodness, I've never seen something quite so beautiful on train. And that was, of course, one of the many times Fnatic found themselves in the playoffs of Katowice. Now the play-ins could very well be with the last stop.
Fast B.
Very fast. Good catch. Brolin needed that. Won't be able to do much more. He's got pressure on short. Has to focus his attention one way or the other. Denoko's out, making it very clear. Denoko just on his lone wolf. Finding the first. He knows there was another close. The entire side.
What?
They're not willing to go past this line in the sand drawn by Golden. And speaking of, it's him that steps the toe first. Crosses in, Denoko takes another. He doesn't have to move too far. Trade to there. SHZ delivers. Fnatic trying to keep it as level as they can. The shadow's indicative of more. Chiquino. Oh, not enough. 1 point of health. Separating SHZ from the grave. MIBR now just 3 rounds away.
That's the power of patience right there. The fact that they lose that early kill and then they just put the brakes on. It's like, we have this territory, we have the better weapons. If you want to fight us, we'll just win the duels. And it's felt like a lot of that has been MIBR's flavor, right? Aggressive maneuvers, pushing, being a thorn in the side. On the T half, well, that's the name of the game, and it's settling in right here. We can see just the lovely stuff, lovely shots being finished off from Bolts. And that's 13. So they're only 3 rounds away from a 2-0. And this is quite convincing.
This is when your heart starts beating a little faster, your palms get a little sweatier, and you realize it's, you know, this is the reality now. I just need to do what I've done 13 times, 3 more.
And the way that this game is trending, if Fnatic lose this one, their economy's going to be back in the bin, especially if all the guns get taken off. So MIBR, as this round progresses, they might need to consider if they want to chase, but they still need to get themselves into a position to win the round first. And well, passive towards connector, just some nades being thrown. Crims is going to think better of hanging around there. Bathroom control under pressure next. Yell pushing through the smoke. Finds a timing, and I love the change here. MIBR are really just mixing things up. They're going to find a gap onto A. He found this before in the second round with the Galil.
3 orcs.
Oh, the boost. They're going to pop up, and they're already there.
Jesus! Finally he goes down. Golden doubles up. Denarco needs another. He knows Golden's low. Oh, and spotted as well. Continues his swing. Time-sensitive mission here for Denarco. Needs to find a way in or out. Smoke
blanket bathroom
to save him. They are working on it. JW's hunting SHZ with an AWP, no less, and I think it should be a freebie. Okay.
Oh, that's a big miss.
It's a big miss because Bolts now has space. Denarco's still hunting Golden. His double kill was still ringing in their ears. Bolts has the bomb, and that frag makes things better. Now a split CT defense. Giacchino and Crims. Jack responsible here for the duel on A.
Oh no!
Denarco's got it as well. Getting all the more difficult for Crims. Is he going to gamble with it? Bolts doesn't have to make a sound cue until he drops down. With 15 seconds, Bolts is still in limbo.
He has to go B.
Still in limbo.
Oh no!
He has to come to Crims. He just has to get the shot and the round is his. Just like that, despite all of the heroics from Denarco. He's gone.
Yikes, that one looks so good, then so bad, then so good again, and then, well, maybe a little bit of indecision, maybe a little bit of miscommunication, strung themselves out, and Fnatic pick up a bit of a lucky round, I would say. Off the back of that, taking the timeout, have to discuss their options. Crims can drop 1 rifle, but everybody else, 3 players, will have to invest independently. The buy is better for MIBR. Sure, they didn't get the round, but they're still in the power position. And I feel that winning this next one may even do more damage to the flow-on effects of Fnatic's economy. Oh, it's a rocky road out there for the Swedes. 1 more for double digits, and you can see here JW's flank, he's got the first, he needed to hit that second just to really seal the deal, because we knew where Denarco was, we knew it was low. He almost opened the door there, and this is some of the reasons we have some financial woes for Fnatic.
I swear, a lot of when we're watching Denarco multi-frag is he's just standing still, and the CT's peeking 1 by 1. Like he just has that premonition that the fight will come to him.
It's been working for him so far. What's he got? A bag of 17 kills. So great across the board fragging here from MIBR. Really getting it done as a team. All right, 3 rifles, 2 SMGs. Fnatic might need a couple more miracle rounds to keep them in this.
Ooh, Crimson JW going quite aggressive hold of the Fountain and Party Peaks. This is very loud from JW, and he gets the frag all the same. Takes down one of the harder hitters. SHZ lurks the smoke and converts. Golden's going to be putting his fist through the desk. 4 on 4. Very even keel here. To sway it one way, a trade long range. That's big from Giacchino. Bolt, however, is completely in the sight. This is peculiar. Giacchino has no idea. And now the wounds just keeps on getting worse. Cello anticipates the hunt from Crims. They just hit the brakes at the perfect moments, Chad.
They've done that really well, and I think some of the keys that we were highlighting, especially hearing from the desk, was about Fnatic in mid-rounds. It's something that we've spoken about a lot in the past, and how good they are at it. Well, on the CT side, they're the ones who are fumbling all these moments. They're walking into the traps time and time again, and we've seen JW in a few clutches. I don't think this is one that he has any business winning. This surely is the 14th. MIBR, 2 more rounds.
We've seen 2 rounds out of Fnatic's defense so far, both of which have been labored.
You have to think about the flow-on effects for MIBR as well. If they can win this cleanly, 2-0, don't need that 3rd map, gives them more prep time for Big later today. That's the game they'll need to win to get through to the main tournament. Big got sent down to the lower bracket yesterday.
To that by the hands of whom?
I believe it was Spirit.
Which are looking like... You know, Chad, I'm punching the desk a little here. I was thinking about it yesterday after looking at Spirit's results, and a part of me, when I was doing the GG bet prediction, part of me wanted to make the ambitious and ridiculous call of a play-in Spirit run to the finals.
Okay.
You know, like those kind of CIS wonder stories. We haven't had one of them in a while. You know, your Gambits, your Virtus Pros.
Yeah, no, it does feel a bit like the CIS are having, not a resurgence right now.
No, a revolution.
Like, exactly, right? And Virtus Pro are the only ones so far. Gambit are through, Spirit are through. VP,
Gambit, Spirit, VP, Navis.
VP get through. Exactly, right? Exactly. So, there's a lot of good Counter-Strike still to come in Katowice. It was even a 2-0 from Spirit over Big, so convincing stuff. But we'll keep our eyes trained on this one right here. As 14-9, money in the bin. What are you going to do, Fnatic? Partial, half buy, just that M4 for JW. Deagles Golden hasn't invested in a pistol just yet. Would love to see a P250 or something, just to help him out a little bit. But he'll be holding that lion's share of utility, so can Fnatic do anything here? It doesn't feel likely. They will have to go up against 15 if they drop this one. JW aggressive. Kind of on his lonesome. Crims is almost there with him, but eyes trained towards connector. Molly pushes him back, can't hang around this smoke. The flash is coming through as well. It's about to clear, and he's just hanging around. He's overstaying his welcome. He knows he needs to make a play, but doesn't have to be in the first 30 seconds of the round. It's really simmering out here.
It has really kind of lost its
vigor.
Je ne sais quoi.
Okay. French, all right.
Another one bites the dust. Crim's not winning his duel on toilets, puts Golden's USP on notice and then some. Nemnogo wants to make this 15th round appear as fast as possible, and he has charged his way into the site without even needing the bomb. They're just taking that space all over the map in the same way we saw Bolts walking into B as they just hit pause elsewhere on the map.
Apparently Nemnogo is presumed for goodbye. See you later.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because he is just making an absolute meal out of Fnatic today. He had a really good first map. I was impressed with his entry frags. I was impressed with the fact that this guy, who wasn't even playing on this roster, he's gone into the role, or the void, maybe not the role, left of Phelps, and he's fragging fantastically, and he's doing the job of an entry fragger time and time again.
He's a competitor, right? I mean, he knows he's been given a chance here to truly play against the very best in the game he's so passionate about. Of course he's given it his all, and to see it converting in such a way against such legendary names, not only to this tournament, but just to the Counter-Strike scene, this is great stuff for the legacy of the new MIBR. Starting it off with a bang, 2-0 versus Fnatic into Big Clan, though, as your final objective. That is going to be quite the story, quite the list of names if you want to get to the main event.
Yesterday was 16-12 on Vertigo versus Liquid, which was a pretty decent showing as well. They made some flubs economically late. They missed a couple of nades in crucial rounds. This is some of the best Counter-Strike I think I've seen this Brazilian squad play. Here we go. Could be the death knot, could be it. Round 25 underway. All power for JW. Nades are in. Diffuse kit at least one. Let's see how this one trickles on down. Crim's over towards the tree. So they're playing a bit more of an aggressive setup here, Fnatic, and there's a lot on the individuals. They have to win their fights. There's no flash to bail Crim's out. Now he's been spotted.
An animal is most dangerous when it's cornered. No way out. No other options. The only way forward for Fnatic is through MIBR.
Look at this gap. They've just punished space immediately. Okay, you rotated the ult back to help him out. We knew there was one tree. Now we're pivoting. We've taken bathrooms. You're already under pressure. You have to flash for info.
Crims, what are you doing?
I had no idea.
JW was holding it. They had no idea. Fortunately, Nemnogo's progress has been halted, thwarted just a little bit. JW's warning shot keeps him honest.
And they've drawn a rotation, so if they go back to B now, this is masterful from MIBR.
Yeah, and there's no one actively holding short.
Golden doesn't know where to go. A, B, back and forth, the bloody ping pong ball.
Bloody poem. Oh, and two opening frags from Bolts. This is the end. Fnatic will not be in attendance unless JW pulls something out of nothing. Just Crims and J-Dubs, the bomb ticking down, their fate sealed with every passing second. No stranger to the Katowice stage, but it's denied this time. MIBR sent Fnatic out of the Katowice play-ins.
you want. What you want to do with the future. I think we're ready to move.
My regards.
Welcome out to the cave, my friend. Reality is created